All right. Welcome back to the For the Badge podcast. It's been a crazy wild weekend in the Premier League, and that's why we love it. Manchester City have beaten Crystal Palace 1-0. And it was a really interesting one. For long periods of it, I thought it was going to be another one of those days, and I was going to be really excited at the end of it. But
Yes.
also, I also there was a part of me going, "Don't you do it? Don't get your hopes up. Don't get excited. There's still 15 minutes left. Don't, and then of course, the next time I looked at it, I still was mad. I still was a little bit mad because
Reckless, Ben.
a little part of me didn't listen and was like, "Oh, it's going to happen again."
If it wasn't for the penalty, it would have. It's reckless. It was so reckless.
It was interesting. Oh yeah, the penalty for
Reckless.
it's not even a discussion. It's an awful
No,
challenge.
it's reckless. It's an awful challenge in the box.
Pure forwards challenge right in the box.
Oh, 100% right in the box.
But one thing that I did think was interesting about this game was it was that there was it kind of looked a carbon copy of Forest. It looked a carbon copy of some of the games where City
Right.
have hit the Tottenham fan in row C19 about 37 times, but they
He's got
haven't.
so many game balls. Yeah.
Yeah, and what kind of typified it was actually right after the penalty kick goal. Uh, Jack Grealish, and it's crazy that Lewis isn't here to talk about this one. Jackie Grealish puts in a cross, and Holland has a free header in the six and puts it wide.
He's
He'll
probably
never,
shocked that there was a cross.
Jack Grealish will never cross the ball again because when you go to him, cross it to Holland, and you're like, well, he's gone and headed it wide from
He's
6 yards
gone and
out.
headed
I'm
it
never
wide from
crossing
6
the
yards out.
ball
I'm never
again.
crossing it. That clown ever again.
Oh
No.
my goodness gracious! Yeah, Jack Grealish will forever. He's like, you know what? I've been watching the For the Badge podcast.
Yep.
They've been asking for a
They're
cross.
asking for a cross.
I'm gonna go for one. Never again.
Never again. Now he's signed out. Now he's not going to buy in.
Yeah, it's not.
Lewis is not going to know what to do. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm still like, I still don't understand why Grealish starts week in, week out, week in, week out.
$80 million or whatever they spent on
100
him.
million, I thought.
$100
Oh,
million.
okay, Makolo Murdrick.
No, Potter doesn't start him. He don't care.
That's my point. $80 million man. He doesn't start.
He don't care. But my thing is we don't put Mudryk on our cereal boxes, whereas Man City has made Jack Grealish the head of every campaign you
Yeah,
can
they
think of.
have. I saw one for Amazon in the UK.
Right, yeah.
He was the spokesperson or whatever in the commercial.
We're just lucky Conor Gallagher isn't that good for Chelsea because they would put his boy band looking GQ acting face on everything Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jack Grealish is that for Man City, so that's why they do it. That's why they
So-
start him.
So what do you? I didn't get to see this. I just saw the goal, which of course Holland just rolled it into the corner. What do you think was the problem this time?
I mean, it was the same. It was the same. Like I say, it was everything but.
Yep.
Really?
It was everything but.
100 chances, a million opportunities, just lack of quality finish, which is
They-
surprising because Holland had a bunch of easy chances this game.
I mean, it was definite.
Foden had one that was had he hit the shot he had on the move he had inside right outside the box, he hits this turn. It would have been on ESPN Top 10. He hits this turn, completely dekes the defender off the backside of his shoulder, one-on-one with the keeper, sails it wide because he tries to do this little curler instead of just lacing it through and putting it away from the keeper. He tried to look pretty because it's the typical. You see it happen. You're like, oh, this is gonna look so beautiful if I just put a little English on it and just it's and he just sailed it wide. And I felt so bad for him.
The Alvarez one right before the PK was sick as well. I mean, the little reverse pass was giving Palace just absolute fits.
Yeah.
But the stats don't lie. 14 shots, 4 on goal.
Right.
Oof.
You know, they had 70% possession. Like they, on the
Typical.
balance of the game, they ran it over.
You know what? While Man City's underneath all this investigation, I want to make sure the goals aren't bigger there. Like,
The grass has grown longer, and now the
the
goals
goals are bigger.
I don't think so, man. They're hitting that Tottenham fan in row C19 like every,
Like
at least
every-
twice a game. At least twice a game. Something interesting to note: Kevin De Bruyne did not come into this game until after the goal. And
Falling out of
I
favor.
wonder if there's something there with him and Pep now.
yeah, because he's not started like 3 games in a row.
That's
Falling
just
out of favor.
That can't. He's not falling out of favor. That's ridiculous to say.
I don't know, man. It's got to be something between him and Pep. How do you not start Kevin De Bruyne? He's healthy. There hasn't been any injury update on him.
Yeah, I mean, it seems for me if like you can't not start Silva and you can't not start Gundogan, which is what it looks like he's having issues with, you have to sit Grealish for Kevin De Bruyne. Like, what?
That's what I would do.
I don't understand it at all. It's not like I mean, maybe he's had a dip in form, but his standard is so freaking good.
yeah, exactly.
It's only bad for
Bruyne
Kevin De
still
Bruyne.
starts.
Right.
Yeah. A off-form De Bruyne still starts in 14 teams in this league.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. It was interesting, and I keep saying interesting because all the positive things for City make me cringe. But John Stones is back. Started this game.
That's huge for them.
It's massive. It's massive for sure. Diaz and Stones together in there. Actually, Akanji played in between them, according to the ESPN formation here, but it never looks like that in actual.
They just throw, yeah.
But yeah, again, we're just left wondering why Grealish is still continuing to start. Thought he was decent, but it's the same thing that Lewis says every week. He dribbles at people and gets fouled, and then that's not all he does. There was
That's all he did at Villa.
Yeah.
Maybe the
There was
long
one where
play.
He got to the top of the box, grabbed the other guy's jersey, and then fell down himself. And they gave him the call on top of the box, and then he freaked out because it wasn't a penalty. And it's like, look, man, you should be happy you got that.
Maybe the long game play is to keep Grealish, get him systematically doing that, gritting the foul, and then assign James Ward-Prowse.
Yeah.
To put him in for him. and just hit the 1-2. That's City's go-to
That's
now.
The next move.
That's the next move. I'm telling you.
Prowse.
I called it.
That's great. Oh man. But one thing I will say is at the end of this game, City have won 1-0. They've kind of grinded it out. They've kind of, found a way to win. And the narrative is, oh, well, champions, this is a champions performance because champions find a way to win. If this is a champions find a way to win performance, what was ours?
Yeah.
At a harder place, at a tougher ground to go to.
Tougher team. And Palace Palace suck. Palace are horrible this season.
It's not great.
Horrible this season.
Oh man. They looked like they didn't. And yes, the City press is always really tough to get through. But they looked like they knew that they should go down the wings. It looked like they knew they should do that. But Palace are so frustrating because you can see that they know what to do, but it's like they're every other break they lack control and have a crap touch.
Yep.
And it totally ruins the move. And you don't get that many against City, so it's like it was one-way traffic in this game.
Yeah, one-way traffic.
It really was, man.
I like it. It really was. Yeah.
Like,
It
look,
really
like
was.
they had to make
It's
a
a
couple of
great way to
goal
put it.
clearances. Like Lukonga made an absolute Superman save versus Holland should have scored 4 yards from goal, but Lukonga makes an absolute double save to keep it out. And you know Lukonga comes from Arsenal and resurges his career at Palace. He's played every game. He's been halfway decent.
Getting confidence.
Yeah. But I guess we're gonna have to put Patrick Vieira into the Brendan Rodgers boat. How does he still have a job? It's getting bad. It's not.
Bad news Bears over there, man. Yeah.
I think they've lost 4 or 5. In a row.
They've drawn 3 and lost 2 most recently. The last 2 were losses.
Look at my Graham Potter over there, man.
Oh, you know what the statistic is? He's winless in 10.
Oof.
That's relegation form.
They're only 3 points clear of the bottom, or of the bottom 3.
Bottom 3.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a tight relegation battle this year. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun.
But a point, my point about City, and their champions-like performance, they're kind of eking these wins out.
If it wasn't for the PK, this game would have ended in a draw. I am confident that would have transpired.
I mean, they're getting the wins and they're getting it over the line, but
they still haven't rolled into that form that everybody's concerned about.
Right? It's been less convincing, and
yeah.
Maybe there was one eye on Tuesday, possibly. But you'd think they're going to handle Leipzig at home. So
I wanted to say that about. I meant to make that point about your game, not to backtrack about y'all's game. I think that y'all knew as long as you kept the scoreline close and took it to Fulham, like that looked like the mindset you had looking back at how you played your Europa game. Keep this one close, keep it manageable, and we're going to, and you did, because you came out way more enthusiastic and hungry in the Fulham game. And I meant to make that point when we were talking about them, but I think we'll see the same from City, the reverse from City, where they're a little like I said, that they get in front of goal so much that it looks lackadaisical at times. It's just like, oh, yep, missed that one. We'll get another chance. Don't worry about it.
Well,
it's just like
that's the thing. They do.
Right, and they do. Right. Yeah. It's
so I think it'll work out for them. Honestly, maybe it's like just working out for them, but I definitely think we're going to see a different team.
Oh, absolutely.
On Tuesday than we saw in Germany, than we saw versus Palace on Saturday.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I expect. I mean, and but having said that, I also won't be surprised if we see another lackluster effort. Just because every time we're like, oh, okay, here comes City of old. They're City are about to smash. Every time we've said that this season, it's been
very disappointing.
Okay. You did it, but yeah.
Time's running out. You need to get into form.
Yeah.
Maybe this is your form.
Well, let's not take it away. They've won 4 straight games now.
Yeah.
They've won every game since the Leipzig draw, and they hadn't lost before that. So they're in a nice run of not losing. But I think currently Arsenal are more convincing. We're value.
It's going to be. I cannot wait for the rematch. I cannot wait for the rematch.
We got a lot of work to do before then, though. We have.
I know.
We need to make sure we're ahead by at least 4 points.
Yeah.
At least by the time that game comes around. But speaking of liking a game and getting at least 4, hit the like button. Let's get at least 4 likes. And let's go for 40 likes. Let's get at least
40.
likes.
Yeah, there you go.
Go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. and we'll get that notification bell on. You know we got more videos coming at you.